Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make some spicy cucumbers using superhot. So this is a side dish that you can get very often at Korean restaurants. They usually serve these as side dishes and they'll bring it out before your meal. So many people may be wondering how to make this, and it's easier than it looks. So all you need are some ingredients, and it'll take about maybe 30 minutes because you're gonna have to let the cucumber sit to drain the water out. But if you don't do that, it'll take like 10 minutes. So anyway, I'm gonna show you all of the ingredients and then we'll go through and make this together. So of course you need cucumbers. You can use English cucumbers, Persian cucumbers. I prefer the Persian cucumbers because they're the most crunchy and they're just really nice for snacking. Also, they grow really well in your garden and they produce a ton. So that's one of the better variety to use. English cucumbers, another good one because those are also very crunchy. So you want to use any cucumbers that has really small seeds. They're the nice and crunchy ones. Okay, so cucumbers, you need 1 stalk of onions, garlic. We're going to use 2 cloves of garlic, and sesame seeds, soy sauce, sesame oil, salt, vinegar, sugar, and some of these Korean powder. You can go to any Korean store and they will have these. They're very inexpensive, so grab yourself a bag. And hot flakes. These are super hot flakes. Any kind you would like to use. The one I'm using here is the Sriracha Hornet. And I have some lemon starburst in there, so that's why it's looking kind of yellowish. Okay, so those are the ingredients. So first what we're going to do here is we're going to skin the cucumbers. You don't want to skin the entire cucumber, just a strip every other line. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, to skin the cucumbers, what we're going to use is a peeler. And we're only going to skin it partly. So go like that. And then just like so, like maybe 3 times for this side cucumbers, because the skin is actually really good for you. So that's all I'm gonna do. And then once you skin them, we're gonna cut them into little pieces. So I'll show you that. All right, guys. So once you peel the cucumbers, then you rinse it, wash it nicely. And this is what we're going to do. And I forgot to mention how much you should use of the cucumbers. For the English cucumbers, you can use 2 large ones. And for these little Persian ones, use around 7 or 8 cucumbers. And I will list all of the ingredients in the description below. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to cut these into pretty large chunks, like so. So that should be the size you should cut them. So they're nice and good bite size. All right, now that you have cut them up into pieces like this, what we're gonna do next is add salt so that it can drain the water out of this. And that just makes the cucumber much crunchier. So that is the reason for salt. So just put salt all over. And if you put extra salt, it's fine because we're going to rinse it out anyway. We're going to wash off the salt when this is done. So you're going to let this sit for about 20-30 minutes. So just mix it up like this. And as you can see, I did put a bit of salt in there, so it's going to be very salty right now. So we're going to rinse all that off once we're ready to make it. Okay, we're gonna let this sit for, as I mentioned, 20 to 30 minutes. So in the meantime, we can prepare the rest of the stuff. Okay, get yourself a small bowl like this. And we're going to use the half tablespoon of the measurement, and the half tablespoon is exactly the same as this. And because this spoon has a long stem or handle, I'm going to use this instead of the half tablespoon, but remember, just use the half tablespoon. So the first thing we're going to add is 1.5 tablespoon of white vinegar. And then we're going to use the same amount of sesame oil, 1.5 teaspoon. And then pick yourself your favorite soy sauce, and we're going to use the same amount as well, 1.5 tablespoon. I'm sorry, I said teaspoon. It should be tablespoon. Okay, and next we're going to use the Korean pepper flakes right here, and we're going to use about, since I have these measurements, I'm just going to use this also. So 2 tablespoons. Okay, and then we also need some garlic. So chop this into small bits. All right, so we have 2 cloves of garlic, and they're all chopped up to small pieces, and we're just going to add it. Okay, and now you just mix it all in. You see, now it becomes sort of like a thick paste. So notice that we have not added the superhot yet. I'm going to add that at the end because sometimes you may make this for multiple people, and some can eat it really spicy and some cannot. So this is why you can save it to the end. You can divide this up and then put one hot and one not. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little sugar. So we're going to add about 1 teaspoon of sugar. And then mix it all in. And you can use the regular white sugar if you like. I like the cane sugar. So because I'm making this only for me, I'm going to add some hot peppers, the spicy one. So depending on your heat level, you can add more of this or less. So this is going to be up to you, and I don't really have a measurement. I'm going to just add a little. So this will give it a crazy kick to it. Okay, and then just mix it in. Alright guys, it has been 30 minutes now, and the cucumbers are ready. As you can see, they're kind of flexing. And when you feel them, they're a little softer than when you first cut them. So that's what the salt did to them. It kind of like extracted the water all out. So now it's ready. So we're going to pour this out into the sink, and then we're going to rinse the salt off. Get a colander and then just dump it in there. And you want to rinse off all of the salt from the cucumber. Okay, now just let the water drain out so it can dry up a little bit. Okay, we are ready to do the final step. And after you wash the cucumbers, give it a taste. It should not be super salty. If it's super salty, you need to rinse it out. So it should be slightly salted, and if you don't taste any salt at all, that's fine. But if you taste too much salt, then you need to wash it some more. Okay, so now the final step is we're going to add onions to here. And then get yourself some gloves because we did use superhot in here. And then we're gonna take the mix here and we're gonna add to the cucumber. And then you're gonna add a little bit of sesame. I didn't add it to the mix because I don't want too much. I just want a little bit. Some people like it more, so you can add it to the mix if you like. Just sprinkle like this. That's usually how much I like, but you can add more if you prefer more of it. So now we're going to mix everything up. And you see the Korean peppers gives it a nice beautiful red color. And that is why we needed that Korean flakes. And that is it. That is how you make spicy Korean cucumber. It's very simple. All of the ingredients can be purchased at any Korean supermarket, like the sesame, the oil, and then the salt are easy to get. And then super hot peppers, you're gonna have to find a way to get on your own. I grow mine in the garden, so I have plenty all the time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Try this out. You're gonna love it. I guarantee it. It's very easy to make. It's fast, and it's gonna be a real nice side dish to your meal. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.